Perfect. Right then, team. Morning, morning. It's a bit miserable here this morning, but hopefully we'll bring a bit of sunshine to our day with our yoga practice this morning. So last week I was saying that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so I thought we'd carry that theme on today and think a little bit about emotional health. And emotions have been described as energy in motion. And we know that when we're feeling something, it might come with an energy, a sensation within the body. And I'll give a couple of examples of that in a minute. But we know that emotions literally move through our body. You know, what we feel one day or in 1 hour might be very, very different from what we're feeling an hour, 2 hours, even 5 minutes later, sometimes it seems. And I was thinking about this on Saturday where I had a very ordinary morning for me. I woke up and I was going to do my own yoga practice. I go to a yoga class. So I woke up feeling very excited. And that excitement, that has an energy of quite an uplifting, light energy. You kind of move a little bit quicker. You're looking forward to doing something. And on my way there, I decided to nip into Waitrose. So I drove to Waitrose and I bumped into a friend of mine who's just experienced a loss and she's feeling very sad. And you could see that energy of grief is kind of quite heavy. It's like got this downward pull, and the world seems very difficult when you're in the midst of the weeds like that. So I myself was able to feel empathy. I think we've all been through that experience of loss. So I was able to experience that feeling of empathy towards her going through this awful period. I then went into Waitrose, whizzed around, did my shopping, and as I was leaving, I was getting my coffee. I was chatting to the lady at the reception desk, and she leant under the counter and promptly gave me this beautiful bouquet of multicolored gerberas. I said, "Well, what's this for?" She said, "No, we give them away to people, and I'm giving these to you today." So I felt this amazing gratitude that someone, this sort of, this warmth that someone had shown me, this kindness for no reason at all other than I was there. And I noticed she had another bunch of gerberas there, and I said, "Can I be really cheeky and ask if I can have the other bunch, not for me, but so I can find my friend who I know is grieving, and can I give them to her?" So she said, of course, of course. So I got the flowers, I ran around again, I found my friend and gave her the flowers, who promptly burst into tears in front of the yogurts. And I felt again this sort of sense of kind of shared gratitude that I'd given, that there were tears of joy, by the way, not tears of, oh my God, I hate gerberas. So in the space of a morning, I'd gone through excitement, empathy, gratitude, and so it goes on. We know that in the space of a morning, we can feel any number of emotions. So what we're going to do today is to see if we can get that energy moving. So whatever we're sitting with, we can kind of give it a helping hand along the way and come up with some techniques to help us move those emotions through the body. So we're going to start lying down today. They are very beautiful gerberas. They're still in bloom as well. They're beautiful. So we're going to start lying down today, team. Go ahead and bring your knees with you as you get yourself good and comfortable. Maybe when you get down onto the floor, have a little massage of your back by rocking or circling the knees from side to side. Just let the feet fall to the floor. And if your back maybe is feeling a little tight this morning, you can always keep your knees bent, your feet flat to the floor. Maybe rest the knees against each other. We'll go ahead and stretch the legs out in front of you. Now I'm just going to come up to seated so I can talk to you just for a moment. And just to continue this theme of how emotions come and go. I know it's a trite phase, but knowing that this too will pass is so, so true. There's a poem beloved of yoga teachers called The Guest House. And I'll just read it to you. And again, there might be something that resonates with you this morning if you're kind of going through something at the moment. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your home empty of its furniture. Still, meet each guest honourably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent to guide from beyond. So whatever visitor might have come knocking at your door this morning, and welcome it in. And if that guest, that emotional visitor, happens to be an unwanted one, bring it with it perhaps an emotion that sits heavily upon you, knowing that, like any guest, it will leave eventually. Making space for the next one to knock at the door. So as you bring your awareness to your breath, knowing that that steady, calming, balanced inhale and exhale we practiced last week, balancing the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale, all of that can have a really calming effect on our nervous system. Help us to navigate our way through that whole rainbow of emotions that we might feel on any given day, any given moment. Let's just pause there for a moment to let that breath do the job, settling us into this safe space that we've created for ourselves this morning. Noticing what energy your emotional visitor might be bringing to the body this morning. Calm, reassured. Maybe you're looking forward to something, being quite excited about the prospect of doing something later. You might be feeling a little bit anxious or nervous about something. All of those emotions tend to be quite high in the body, in the chest, shortening the breath, tightening up around the shoulders and the face. So let's see if we can release them throughout our practice today. So let's start by stretching the legs out in front of you. Bringing your hands together at the heart, we're going to interlace the hands and just push the palms quite firmly up towards the ceiling. You might even feel the shoulder blades begin to lift up off the floor. And keeping the palms connected, the hands connected, push the palms back behind you. So the arms come back behind the head. Start to flex the feet, pull the toes to the face as you push the palms back behind you. And take the arms all the way out to the side, level with the shoulders, and then all the way back down towards the thighs, like you're drawing a big snow angel shape with the arms. Interlacing the hands, inhaling, pushing the arms up and back behind you, flexing the feet. And as you exhale, those two big circles out to the side, back to where you began. And just continue now to move with the breath. As you take the arms back behind you, maybe press the back body a little bit more firmly down into the mat before you release the arms in those two big circles, beginning to warm up into the shoulders. Oh, lovely big stretch to wake us up this morning. Let's do that twice more in your own time. Inhaling, pushing the arms back above the head, flexing the feet, big stretch. And then release. Last time. Push, push, push. And then this time, as you release the arms, bring both knees up towards the chest. Once more, have a little circle of the knees, one hand on each knee, just guiding them around as you draw that little circle around the back of your pelvis there. Going around one way as you release any tension from the back, and then all the way around the opposite way. And then keeping the knees and the ankles together, just bring the feet down to the floor in front of you. And keeping these soles of the feet connected, let the knees drop out wide. So you look like a little butterfly spreading its wings. If your hips feel tight, slide the heels further away from you. The hips can be an area where, again, we can hold on to and store unwanted emotions. So beginning to stretch them out. And the arms can come out level with the shoulders. Try and release across the chest, relax the shoulders. And that right knee, we're going to point up towards the ceiling. And then close the right knee over to meet the left knee, like you're closing the pages of a book. And then bring that right knee back to center. And then open the knees out wide, back to our little butterfly. Other knee, so the left knee points skywards. And then you bring it all the way over to meet the right, maybe pushing the hips forwards a little ways. Come back to center. And then open both knees. Continuing now with the breath. Inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale to close. Inhaling, opening that right knee back up to the ceiling. And exhale back into your butterfly. Do the same with that left knee. Again, pressing those knees as comfortably together as you can. Let's do one more each way. Opening and closing the pages of a book, beginning to stretch the hips, coming into a little bit of twist through the spine there. Make that last movement with my left knee closing towards the right. When we come back to that little butterfly, let's pause. Then bring right knee over to the left. We're going to pause there. Now you can keep those knees quite a ways away from your chest or scoop the knees up towards you. Maybe even use that left hand on your top knee to press them down towards the floor. Right hand comes onto your shoulder. And just start to circle that right elbow. So you're getting some nice movement into the shoulder, into the chest there. Making that movement as big or as small as feels comfortable for your shoulder. Just change direction with those little rotations through the shoulder there. Before releasing both arms back out to the side. Come back into your little butterfly just for a moment, bringing the soles of the feet together. And then we'll swap sides. So this time left knee closes to the right. Give those knees a little scoop up towards you, perhaps. Right hand on top of the thigh or knee. This time it's left hand on the shoulder. So we're going to draw those circles with your left elbow. Nice stretch into the shoulder. Oh, might be some clicks and crunches there this morning as you change direction. And then keeping the knees to your chest, this time we'll roll onto your back. Knees close to your chest, sliding the hands behind the thighs. And this time as you inhale, we're going to straighten the legs up towards the ceiling, flexing the feet. And then exhale, bend the knees, let them drop. So twice more. So obviously if those hamstrings feel a little tight today, you can keep a softness in the back of the legs. Let's do that one more time. We're going to take the legs up, pausing there now as you start to point and flex your feet. Pulling your navel to your spine so you've got that lovely sense of flattening your back in towards the floor. And then bringing the heels down to your bottom. You can cross your ankles and roll your way up to seated if that feels good. Coming up to a comfortable seated position. Beautiful. That jumper up. And just bringing the hands down onto your thighs or your knees, allowing the chin drop to drop to your chest. Just start to draw that little half circle with the head, ear to shoulder, and then chin drops down to the center and then coming over to the other side. Just going to roll your head from side to start with, releasing into the neck. And if that feels good, maybe you can start to circle the head. So you're drawing a little circle with the nose in front of you, keeping it nice and slow so we don't kind of get ourselves dizzy or overstrain those very delicate muscles in the back of the neck there. If you're doing those circles with me, just change direction. We're not throwing the head wildly around. We're keeping really small and controlled so we can really feel where we might be holding any tension around the neck and the shoulders today. And coming all the way back to center, let's bring that movement down into the shoulders, rolling those shoulders forwards and up, and then squeezing them back and down as you release. So inhaling forwards and up, And exhaling back and down, just the shoulders moving now. So you might decide just to stay here, keeping that movement nice and small. We're going to bring the shoulders up, start to bend the elbows and then squeeze the elbows back towards each other, getting that little pinch between the shoulder blades before you release. So forwards and up, bending the elbows, squeezing them behind you a little ways. And then let it go. Let's do that twice more. Little squeeze, or just almost introducing tension into the body before we release it. We'll do that one more time. Lifting up elbows, just pull back behind you so you can squeeze the shoulder blades. And release, hands down onto the knees or thighs now. Let's start to move into the hips, circling the body now in a nice big movement here. Maybe closing down the eyes. Adding the breath as you inhale, we move the body forwards. And exhale as you complete that circle. Getting into the hips again. Literally stirring up those emotions as you change direction, getting things moving. Lovely. And slowly coming back to center, releasing the hands down by the side of the body, sitting up nice and tall. You're going to inhale and reach the arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Let's interlace the hands and push the palms forwards round the spine. So get that lovely stretch again between the shoulder blades. And then reach the arms back up towards the ceiling, pulling your arms back by your ears. And then hands swim behind you, fingertips finding the floor. Take an inhale as you lift the chest. And as you exhale, walk the hands in front of you. Maybe coming down over the legs, coming down into that forward fold. When you're there, you can have a little sway of the body from side to side if that feels nice. Lovely. Sliding or walking the hands back towards you. Now, if you've got your legs crossed, you're going to change the cross of the legs. So make sure the other shin is in front. So it might feel a little bit awkward now. Yeah. Same thing. Inhale as you reach up. Exhaling, bringing the hands down towards the heart. Let's interlace the hands. Push the palms forwards round the spine like the angry cat. Pause as you feel that lovely stretch between the shoulder blades. And then reaching the arms up, pulling the upper arms back by the ears. And then take a big circle back behind you, fingertips finding the floor. Inhale as you lift the chest. And as you exhale, coming into that forward fold over the legs. Reaching the arms away from you. And again, you can have a little sway from side to side if that feels good. And then sliding or walking the hands back towards you. If your knees and ankles are okay there, you can maybe just roll straight over your ankles. Coming onto all fours now. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You can start to circle the body. So if you want to bring your big toes together and widen your knees to give you some more space, go ahead, have a little play as you start to move the body round in a big circle, warming up the wrists as you bring the weight forwards and then all the way back down towards the heels. Again, you might close down the eyes here as you bring the awareness back into the body, tuning in with whatever you're feeling physically, emotionally. Body holds the score. As we all know, let's change direction. Lovely. Moving around in that big circle, getting into the hips again. And then slowly coming back to that nice tabletop position, bringing the knees hip width apart if you've widened them now. Into our cat-cow. So as you inhale this time, let's lift the chest, tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, rounding like that angry cat. Really push the palms down into the floor. Inhaling, chest comes forwards, heart open. And then tucking the tailbone under, we round the spine. Let's do just a couple more like that, seeing how that feels this morning. Now you might just want to stay here, or again, we can add some more movement. So as we inhale, we lift the chest. And as you exhale, round the spine, but this time we drop down onto our forearms, elbows to the floor. And then we peel our way back up as you inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, rounding back, bottom to heels. Forearms in two parallel lines as we do that just a couple more times. So try and avoid the elbows flaring out to the side. Keep that little squeeze between them. Beautiful. Let's come all the way back up onto all fours. Tuck the toes under. Send your bottom back towards your heels. Maybe walk your hands towards your knees a little ways. And just have a little sway of the hips from side to side. Lovely massage and stretch for the balls of the feet there. Hold a lot of tension in our feet, hey? Okay, so we can just stay there, having that little sway from side to side, or we can add on. We can come back down onto all fours, shifting the weight forwards. And then as you rock back, this time we lift the knees. You might need to walk the hands back a little ways towards you. You can separate your knees into that butterfly and push your bottom back towards your heels, getting a lovely stretch for the low back. And then we bring the knees together as you tap them down to the floor. So you push back and you round the spine. Knees are wide, bottom towards your heels, and then we tap the knees down. So whatever you're doing, whether you're just having that little sway of the hips from side to side, do that a couple more times. If you're parting your knees, you should feel a really nice stretch around the low back, maybe into the hips. Let's keep the knees on the floor this time. Walk your hands towards your knees, keeping the toes tucked under. This time, picking up the knees into a little squat at the back of the mat. And slowly, slowly start to straighten the legs, coming into a forward fold. When you get there, bend the knees, catch hold of the elbows, and allow the body just to sway gently from side to side. Keep that movement, but keep it gentle. And then releasing the elbows, let's slowly roll away up to stand. Head comes up last, so again, we don't get dizzy. Sweeping the arms up to the sky. My jungle here as you inhale. And exhaling, hands to heart. Lovely. Let me just come forward so you can see me sweeping the arms up. And this time we're going to bring the hands behind you, interlace them, and a little tug of the knuckles down behind you. So keeping the hips square towards me, let's have a little look over the right shoulder. Just putting the chin back as far as you can, back to center, and then looking over the left shoulder. Keep tucking those knuckles down as you do one more each way. Chin stays parallel to the floor. Lovely. Over to the left. Coming all the way back through center, let's release the arms up as you inhale. This time as you come down into your forward fold, really generously bend the knees, hands on the thighs or hands find the floor. You decide. Just the right leg, we're going to straighten and take that right arm all the way up to the sky, getting that nice stretch out through the hip and then release as you bend the knee. Other side, just the left leg straightens as you stretch the arm up and back to center. One more each way. Inhale, right arm, right leg. And exhale, we release. One more with the left. And release. Lovely. Padding the hands forwards, dropping back down onto all fours. Flattening your toes. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhaling, rounding bottom to heels. Option to stay there. Have a little rest in child pose. Or we'll keep moving back onto all fours as you inhale. But this time as you exhale down onto your tummy, keep those elbows close to the body. Inhale as you peel your way up through cobra. And exhaling bottom to heels. Twice more if that feels good, team. If you want to have a little rest, if you just want to do your cat-cow, feel free. Pushing up with me through cobra if you wish. And then bottom to heels. Last time. Rounding up like the angry cat, and then slowly release the body down to the floor, all the way back up, and meeting in child pose, stretching bottom to heels. Take a breath or two in that child pose, feeling the breath all the way down the sides of the body into the back body, before you slowly come back onto all fours. Let's shift the weight into your left knee. And just start to circle that right knee. So the arms stay straight. We're trying not to sway the body around too much as once more we get into the hips. Few circles one way as you really open up into the hips. Then just change direction. Let's take that right knee, just the right knee, moving round the opposite way. Lovely. Now taking that right leg all the way out to the right, lining up your big toe roughly with your knee. Right arm reaches up as we thread the needle. Take an inhale. Exhale, right arm under left arm, pushing the hips back behind you. Twice more. Inhale, reaching, stretching up. And exhale, feed the arm through. You can obviously do this with both knees on the floor underneath you if you don't like it with the leg outstretched. Last time. Let's pause with that right arm up to the sky, opening up through the chest. And then bringing both hands down underneath you, walking the hands back towards you so you can rise on up, sweeping the arms up to the sky. And then arms out to the side, coming into your gate pose. You can always bend that right knee if it feels more comfortable for your hip. Let's take an inhale. Exhale as we come over to the right. Lovely side stretch. Lovely. Inhale to center. Exhale, maybe the left hand comes towards the floor. Maybe you can reach the floor. Inhale, coming up and over. That's the hard bit to get back up. Left hand down the leg, or maybe we find the floor, you decide. Let's come all the way back up to center this time, reaching the arms up. Hands come back down underneath you. Now that right leg, keep it straight, but just swish all the way back out behind you, ball of the foot on the floor. Tucking the left toes under. Let's come up into a wonky dog. Right leg straight, left knee bent. We're pushing that right heel down towards the floor, getting a nice stretch. Then coming into your downward dog, both feet underneath you. Have a little pedal out through the feet, maybe a little pivot across the balls of the feet as you give a cheeky sway of the hips from side to side if that feels good. Then coming back down onto all fours, flattening off your feet. Inhale as you lift the chest. Exhale, rounding back into child pose. Again, option to stay there, or we rise back up, continue to move. Inhale. Exhale, down onto your tummy. Coming up through cobra as you inhale. And pushing back into your child pose. Again, twice more if that feels good this morning. Remember, you can always take a moment in child pose. You can skip these little bits out if your energy this morning is feeling a little low. Reserving your energy for whatever you've got for the rest of the day, or we'll make this that last movement with me. Meeting again in child pose. This time in your child pose, we've got the option to bring the palms of the hands together like you're in prayer position, elbows slightly wider apart. Bending the elbows, bring the thumbs towards the back of the head and press the elbows forwards and down so you're getting a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. Taking a couple of nice deep breaths there and into the back of the body. Take my window a little bit, get some air in here. There we go. And then when you're ready, releasing the arms, coming back up onto all fours in your own time. We'll do that little ditty on the left leg. So we'll start to draw those circles with the left knee. Trying again to keep the arms straight and the body relatively stable. If you've got to whiz off, Sean, no worries, hun. I'll send you a recording later and then we'll circle the other way. No worries. All the way round. And we're going to take that left leg out to the left. Again, this doesn't work for you, just keep both knees underneath you. The left arm reaches up to the sky this time as you inhale. And exhale, feed the arm through. Lovely, twice more. And you might notice, oh, like me, that one leg feels a little stiffer than the other this morning. I don't know what I've been doing on this side. One more time, reaching up. And then feeding the arm through. Let's take the arm up to the sky and pause there. And then both hands come down to the floor. Walk the hands back towards you. Ready for gate pose, sweeping the arms up. And then bringing the arms out to the side. So remember, you can bend that left knee if it works better for your hip today. Let's take an inhale. Over to the left this time as you exhale. Lovely. Inhale to center. And then down over to the right. Remember, you can just slide the hand down the leg or reach to the floor. Inhale as you come all the way up. And exhaling over the top. Woo! Brilliant. Bringing both arms up. It's getting back up this half bit, isn't it? Bring the hands down. I'm going to take that left leg all the way back behind you. Ready for that wonky dog. Tuck the right foot under. So this time as you lift up, the left leg is straight and we're pressing the rib cage back to the thighs. I stretch through the back of the leg. Then find your downward dog. Have that little pedal out, maybe again that cheeky sway of the hips. This time from your downward dog, start to walk your feet forwards, this time coming to the top of the mat. Now bend the elbows, bend the knees, catch the elbows. And maybe again have that little sway of the body from side to side. Then as you release the arms, just let them hang really heavily as you come all the way up. Stand. Beautiful, team. So we're going to do a round of sun salutes and gradually sort of build up the energy from there. And we'll start with a standing version called the Egyptian sun salute. So it's really straightforward and simple. We can do it standing. There's no ups or downs. We'll do that a few times through and then add on and build up the speed and the intensity. So starting with the feet hip width apart. We'll do the first round without worrying too much about the breath. It's going to reach the arms up to the sky. And as you bring the hands together at the heart, we're going to bend the knees. So we're coming into chair pose, but we're coming all the way down into a forward fold. Beautiful. Coming into your halfway lift, your flat back. And then refolding the knees. We're going to rise all the way up, arms above the head, palms are together. Come over to the right, take a little side bend as you push the hips away. And then back to center. And then all the way over to the left. Coming back to center. This time swimming the hands behind you, just like we did before, and interlace them. Get the knuckles a nice tug as you push the chest forwards. And this time the option, bend the knees, take the arms up and over the head. Lovely, release the arms, sweep them forwards and up. Again, the palms touch above the head. And this time drawing the hands down to the heart. Extend the arms forward, soften the knees. We'll take a twist to the right. So keep the hips square to me. Back to center. Same twist over to the left. Coming back to center, straighten the legs. Arms are up. We pull the thumbs back. Push the chest forwards as you get that lovely stretch. With the breath this time. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, bend the knees as we come down through chair pose into that. Inhale as you lift up halfway. And exhale, we fold. Let's rise on up, sweeping the arms up, palms together. Exhaling over to the right. Inhale to center and over to the left. Inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, bring the hands all the way behind you. Tug the knuckles down, chest forwards as you inhale. And as you exhale, we drape and fold, maybe lifting the arms up. Let's sweep those arms forwards and up as you inhale. And as you exhale, hands coming down to the heart. Inhale as you reach forwards, soften the knees. Exhale, we twist right, hips stay forwards. Back to center and twisting left. Inhale, back to center, straighten the legs. And as you exhale, let's open the chest, pull the thumbs back. One more round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, all the way down through chest. Inhale as you lift up halfway. And folding back down. Reaching the arms all the way up to the sky, palms together. And and over to the right. Back through center and over to the left. Inhale, reaching up. As you exhale, once more, we swim the hands behind you. Last time through. Inhale, tug the knuckles down. And as you exhale, we drape and fold, maybe lifting the arms up and over. Sweeping the arms forwards and up last time. Hands to heart. Exhale. As we inhale and extend the arms, we drop the knees. Ready for that twist to the right. Back to center. Over to the left. Inhale it to center, straighten the legs. Exhaling, opening up through the arms. This time as we inhale, let's reach the arms up. And bring the hands straight down to the hearts. Lovely. Adding on, inhale, reaching up. Straight down into your forward fold this time. Lifting up halfway. And as you exhale, right leg slide or steps back behind you this time. Bring the knee down. This first round, both hands onto that left knee. Just push the knee forwards. Maybe let the hips sink a little bit. And sweeping the arms up, finding that lovely crescent lunge as you reach on up. And bringing the hands down. We'll pick up the back knee and meet in downward dog or come straight to all fours. Little flow if you wish, forwards to plank. Inhaling. Exhaling down onto your tummy. Use your knees or not, listen to your body. Inhaling into your cobra or an upward dog. We'll meet in downward dog. Walking those feet in a step or two as you lift the hips. Bending the knees, looking forwards. As you inhale, step your right foot forwards, followed by the left. We're going to rise up to stand, sweeping the arms up. And hands to heart. All of that on the left leg, nice and slow. Then we'll start to build up. Inhale. Exhale, we fold. Lifting up halfway. Left leg this time slides or steps back behind you, lower the knee. Again, both hands onto that front knee. Again, maybe the hips sink a little bit before we reach the arms up into that lovely crescent lunge. Hands find the floor. We'll pick up the back knee and meet in downward facing dog. Again, from your dog, as you inhale, you can ripple forwards. Exhale to lower. Find your cobra or again an upward dog. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. Again, pausing there as you take a breath, dropping the heels. And as you bend the knees, we look forwards. Left foot this time as you inhale, step forwards, followed by the right. Let's rise on up, sweeping the arms up. And hands straight down the middle to the heart. Lovely. We're going to add on, so keeping the thumbs at the heart. Let's find that chair pose, sending the hips back. Now you can keep the hands where they are, chest nice and lifted, or reach the arms forwards. Or bring them up by the ears, but let's keep the arms nice and wide so we're not dragging the shoulders up towards your ears. Lovely. Let's take a nice deep breath in. As we breathe out, we come down into that fold, lifting up halfway. As you exhale, right leg steps back, bringing the knee down. Sweeping the arms up, catching hold of that right wrist. Exhale, let's come over into a side bend, over to the left. Inhale as you reach up. This time as you exhale, split the arms, right arm in front, left arm behind you as you come into that lovely twist. Maybe look over your back shoulder there. Let's reach the arms up. And bringing the hands down, we meet in downward dog, or you can have a rest on all fours. Again, maybe you stay there, or we flow. You decide to plank. And down onto your tummy. Find that little flow, that back bend that works for you before meeting in downward dog. As you bend both knees and look forwards, take an inhale. And as you exhale, you can walk, you can step, or you can take a little hop to the top of the mat. Rising on up when you're ready. You decide, depends on how energy level feels. You can always take a nice sedate walk, hands to heart. Let's try that on the other leg. So thumbs stay at the heart. Let's send the hips back into that chair pose, staying there. Getting things moving with our sun salutes here, or here with the arms, whatever works for you. Again, let's take that inhale into your chair pose. And as we exhale, we fold into that flat back. Left leg this time slides or step back behind you. Sweeping the arms up, catching hold of that left wrist this time. And over into that side stretch. Inhale as you reach up. And then we split the arms, left arm in front, right arm behind this time. Inhale as we reach up. And bringing the hands down again, we'll meet on all fours or downward dog. You decide. I'm going to take a downward dog. I'm going to flow, inhale to plank. And exhale to lower. Lovely. Find your cobra or your upward dog. We're going to meet in downward dog. So assessing your energy levels, how much movement you want to bring to the body as you bend the knees, look forwards, take that inhale. And as you exhale, it can be a cheeky walk or hop to the top. Let's rise on up. And bring the hands down to the heart. Let me change direction so I can mirror you. Lovely. Taking that breath in. Breathing out, find your chair pose. And this time, if you wish, you can take a little cheeky balance, lifting up onto the balls of the feet as you lift those heels nice and high. Lovely. Pause as you take the inhale, shaky legs. Exhale, we fold. Lifting up halfway, and a step straight into your downward facing dog. Right leg here. Lovely. From your downward dog, I'm going to lift the right leg up behind you and then step that right foot forwards between the hands. Now we're going to set up for a high or low lunge, you decide. I'm going to come into high lunge, sweeping the arms up so I'm on the ball of the back foot. Catching hold of that left wrist. Let's reach up as you inhale. Exhale, take that little side bend to the right. Inhale to center. As you exhale, left arm in front, right arm behind, just like we did before. Lovely, reaching the arms up. Straighten the legs and turn all the toes to face the long edge of the mat. Coming down into your forward fold when you're ready. Maybe hands on the thighs, or you can come all the way down to the floor. Bringing the heels in, the toes out. Maybe shortening your stance if you're wide with the legs. So when we rise up, heels are in, toes are out. Bend the knees as you bring the hands down to the heart. So I was saying at the beginning that some emotions can make us feel quite fizzy, quite kind of overly anxious. Things like anxiety and stress can be quite high in the body. So this is a lovely grounding one to bring us back into our legs. Interlacing the hands. As you straighten the legs, we're going to draw the hands up to the heart. And then like a coffee press, we flip the palms and press it all the way down. We sweep the arms forwards and up as we rise. And then sweeping the arms out to the side, back to where we started. Inhaling, drawing that energy up the body. And then pressing it down and away as you exhale. Lovely. Sweeping the arms forwards and up. Breath in. And that big release. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, pull the energy up. And then press it down back into the earth. Sweeping the arms up. This time turn the toes forwards. Back down into your forward foot. They're going to look towards your right foot and walk your hands round to frame the foot. So you've got a little pivot on the feet, hands framing that right foot. Back into your high lunge or your low lunge. Let's sweep the arms up as you inhale. As you exhale, we lean forwards. Sweep the arms back behind you. Palms are facing up, literally pressing everything up. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale, lean forwards and press the arms back behind you. Lovely. One more time. Press, press, press through the arms. This time we'll reach on up and bring the hands down, framing the front foot. We'll meet in downward dog or all forwards. If you've had enough of that little flow, stay there. Or the last opportunity to flow forward. And then come down onto your tummy. Find your cobra or your upward dog. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. Let's try all of that on the left leg. So this time, left leg extends up and back. And bringing the foot forwards between the hands. Give it a hand to get there. And again, you can do all of this with the back knee on the floor or joining me in that high lunge. Lovely. Catching hold of right wrist this time. We're coming over the top into that side bend. Reaching the arms up, inhale. Right arm in front, left arm behind into that twist. Lovely. This time as you reach the arms up, going to straighten the legs, turning the toes forwards, and then coming down into your forward fold. Dropping the heels in, toes out. Let's rise on up. Inhaling. And hands coming to heart, bending the knees, squeezing those knees out towards the little toes and keeping the hips underneath you. Interlacing the hands, ready for that grounding flow. Inhale as you pull up the front of the body. And exhale, pressing down. Sweeping the arms forwards and up. And that big circle back to where we started. All the way up. And all the way down. All the way back up again, pulling the arms back. And then release. Lovely. Last time. This time as you sweep the arms up, turn the toes forwards, down into your forward fold. This time we're looking towards the left foot. So turning all the toes as you turn the body over that left foot, back into that high lunge. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, sweep the arms back. You're pressing the palms up to the sky. Inhale as you reach on up. And exhale to press the arms back. Lovely. One more time. Beautiful. Keeping the arms straight. Let's reach on up. And then swim the hands down. Stepping into your downward dog. For your downward dog, let's widen the feet. Dropping down onto all fours. Big toes together. Find that moment in child pose. If you can, keeping the knees a little bit wider apart. Space to release the chest. Release through the belly. Maybe have a little sway from side to side if that's soothing. Slowly, slowly sliding the hands back towards you. Bringing the knees together, dropping the hips away to one side as you swish those legs out in front of you. The back of the legs a little shake before we reach up. Coming down into your forward fold. So again, forward fold said to be a way of bringing the energy down a notch. So again, if we're ever feeling a little bit overwhelmed with whatever emotional visitor has knocked at your door, forward fold, child pose, anything grounding where we're keeping low to the earth, and just help that bring that energy down. Let's calm ourselves down. slowly rise up and just bring the legs into a comfortable position. So finish with a little technique. I don't know if you ever heard of EFT, emotional freedom therapy or technique, and it involves tapping. So we're going to do a little bit of that. And the idea is that it follows the same meridian paths as acupuncture and acupressure. So it can be really useful when we're feeling a little bit anxious or maybe the mood is a little bit low. And we tend to say it or do it along with an affirmation. So we'll do one round, and then you can always, I can recommend some people on YouTube that you can have a little follow if you want to delve into this world a little bit more. I find it really helpful. So I'll offer an affirmation to you today. So we're either going to use both hands or one hand. It really doesn't matter which hand you use to tap. So all we're going to do first of all is tap the outside of one hand. It doesn't matter which hand, just the blade of the little finger down the side of the hand. You can tap quite fast or slow, quite firmly. So just have a little tap. Maybe close the eyes for a moment as you begin that rhythmical tapping. I'll guide you through a little affirmation for safety and security this morning. So as you continue to tap, I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. Both hands now, first two fingers, we tap above the eyebrows. Little taps. I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. Gentle taps beneath the eyes this time, same, first two fingers. I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. Just one hand now, first two fingers, we tap just above the upper lip, below the nose. I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. Below the lower lip, just in the cleft of the chin. I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. Both hands now, we tap across the collarbones. Here my breath starts to go a little bit as I do that tapping. Safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. One arm lifts, other arm taps quite firmly underneath the arm, down the ribs. That's a little bit too much. You can always skip this bit out. I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. Last one, like little monkeys tapping on the top of the head. I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. One hand on the rib, on the belly, one hand on the chest. I am safe in my body. I am safe in this moment. I am well. Extending the legs out in front of you, very slowly rolling down onto your back. Bringing both arms up above the head as you find that lovely full body stretch. And then go ahead and hug your right knee up and in towards the chest. Softening the shoulders as you gently rock the knee from side to side. Just little rhythmical rocks from side to side there. And using your left hand, you're going to bring that right knee across the body into a little twist this morning. And then rolling onto your back, swapping the legs over, left knee comes up, giving it that hug before you start that rocking, gently from side to side. Little rocks. And then just using the other hand, the right hand this time, to bring the knee across the body. and rolling onto your back, bringing both knees up and into your chest. Just take a few circles with the knees. Knees can be together or you can take the knees apart. You in each direction. Just bringing the body down into a comfortable place for Shavasana. I'm just going to come up so I can talk to you. Bring the body down onto the floor. Knees can be bent or legs outstretched. Taking a moment just to close down the eyes there. Maybe taking note if something has shifted throughout the practice, maybe energy has changed a little bit after that movement. Allowing the body and the mind now a moment to rest and digest the effects of the practice. As we begin now, just to bring some gentle movement back into your body, your fingers, your toes, a gentle roll across the back of the head. You might want to finish with that full body stretch again, waking the body up, or hugging both knees to the chest. Just rolling calmly and quietly to lie on one side before you come up to seated, taking your time. Together at the heart. And I'll leave you with these lovely words. Whatever you're going through, remember, food is medicine, breath is calming, movement is energizing, nature is healing, rest is essential, and love is everything. So namaste. Thank you, team. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed, thank you, thank you.